This is the Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch the sharks in hopes of getting an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses.
We did $1.125 million in sales.
Wow. The entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
The idea is so wrong, I'm out.
Let me just stop you right there.
You can't stop him if he's out.
If the sharks hear a great idea,
This tastes great.
they're ready to invest using their own money.
I was going to ignore you completely, but now I'm loving you.
That's a first. He tried to steal someone's employee.
And they're willing to fight each other for a piece of the action.
What I can do for you is take you to retail.
Well, I'll make it even more interesting.
What do you say? Can I ask you a few more questions? Don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran went from waiting tables in Manhattan to building the city's preeminent real estate empire. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur, tech guru, and the outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank is a couple from San Ramon, California, with a better solution to a school day dilemma.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Cindy.
And I'm Paul.
And we're here today seeking a $150,000 investment in exchange for 15% of our lunchbox company, Yubo.
Lunchtime. It all started 4 years ago. As the proud parents of two beautiful little girls, we'd send them to school with your typical fabric lunchbox, filled with those plastic baggies and personalized with a permanent marker on the outside.
We were going through nearly 2,000 plastic baggies a year. Not to mention these lunchboxes would come home completely nasty. They were not dishwasher safe, so I would do my best to wipe it down and, oh, it was clean, right?
Wrong. We looked everywhere for a lunchbox that was easy to clean, good for the environment, and we couldn't find it. So we created Yubo.
Yubo is the only lunchbox where kids can create their own designs and change them out whenever their tastes change. So you don't have to buy a whole new lunchbox. You just pop in a new design, and you have a whole new look.
And if you spill yogurt or crumbs, it's not a problem. Just rinse it out in the sink or throw it in the dishwasher. Yubo comes with a set of reusable food containers and a custom-fit ice pack, so food stays fresh.
We made you custom Yubos.
All you do is
see if you can recognize yourself here.
They're simple to open. Just hold on the middle and grab on any corner.
Thank you, Barbara.
Oh, great.
And when you want to close it back up, just push on all four corners. Super simple.
Cute, right?
So come on, Sharks. Let's do lunch. Lunchtime's over, girls.
So you'll notice there's no hinges. There's no zippers to break. Super simple. Open and close. Great job, Kitty.
Very clever.
Thank you.
Are these add-ons or do these come with it?
We have two models. We have our basic lunchbox, which comes empty at a lower price point.
And what's that price point?
$21.95. And then we have our deluxe model that comes with what you see there, and that can retail anywhere from $30 for no personalization on it, or up to $40 when you want to personalize it.
When you think about something like this, and you think about how easy this is to come apart, that's why this type of a design is so amazing.
You could take it apart and put it in the dishwasher.
Exactly.
That's one of the unique selling attributes.
Absolutely.
Paul, I think it's very clever because they get filthy.
So smart about it.
They get gross.
Great presentation, great name, great design.
Thank you.
I got to believe that you're now at the cusp of going to retail because you know you got to get it there.
Absolutely.
I think most moms buy lunchboxes when they're walking down the aisle, see it, and say, need a lunchbox.
Absolutely. We have about 100 retail stores across the nation. We also are sold internationally. We have a handful of international distributors.
Cindy, what does a typical lunchbox sell for?
$15, $20.
So how long have you been selling? How many have you sold?
We've been on the market for 4 years. This year, we're on track to do about between $200,000 and $250,000.
Wow. Do you have a patent on this?
We do. 2 patents. We own a design patent and a utility patent. We own our Yubo trademark. And our vision for the company not only is to expand in the channels that we're already in, but I have another vision. So, Barbara, I know you have a daughter. Let's think back to when she was younger and you took her to the happiest place on earth for the first time, to the amusement park we all know. She's filled with excitement. She meets her favorite princess for the very first time, and somebody photographs that moment. Imagine that photograph is waiting for her on her lunchbox in that gift shop.
Do you have that deal in place?
That's why we're here. We do not.
have that
We
deal in
would
place.
love to have that deal in place.
Did you design this yourself?
He and I came up with the idea together.
So how much money did you have to put out?
We have invested in total about $350,000 of our own money. With our industrial designer, we didn't have the cash to pay what he would naturally charge up front. We had no sales, we had no products. We gave him a
Absolutely.
piece.
How much did you give him? How much did you
He
give him?
owns 20% of our company. We own 80.
And he has a royalty, to be clear.
Oh.
How much is the
And
royalty?
he has a 5% to 1%. It's a sliding scale based on the unit sold.
I think he's Kevin's cousin.
And,
Yes.
and is that in perpetuity?
It
It is.
So when would it drop down to 1%?
750,000 units.
But it's 5% of the cost of the unit.
It's 5% of sales.
Oh.
Net sales, yeah.
Net sales.
Wow. That's steep. Ooh.
We wouldn't be here today if we didn't do that. So we're very satisfied with that deal.
Guys, I got to tell you, this is such a competitive industry. I mean, you said you invested $350K and your sales are nowhere near that. The idea of a perpetual royalty, I think, is so wrong. I'm out.
Let me just stop you right there. So, Mark,
You can't stop him if he's out. Cindy, let me tell you what I object to on this. This is rather large. So I could not put this in a backpack. It wouldn't fit.
Okay.
And I find that to be a problem.
okay.
I think it's a charming product. I love the personalization of it, but it's too big. I'm out.
Thank you, Barbara. I understand.
Let me throw an offer at you because I'm interested. There's a fair amount of work that has to happen here to pull it into retail where 90% of the boxes are bought. Where I bought mine my whole life with my kids. And I think I can help there in a lot of ways. I'll give you the $150,000 for 10% equity in your company. Plus, I want the same royalty deal that your designer has. 5% sliding down to 1% based on sales volumes.
Unfortunately, that type of a royalty is probably unsustainable.
I'll give you the $150,000 for 30%.
You realize he just cut your valuation in half.
I think we're going to make it. I think this is a real home run. This is a time to make a decision. What do you say?
Let me put a little pressure on Robert for you.
May I just ask
might
you
be
one
able to
question?
squeeze some
What do
out.
you say?
Well, I'll make it even more interesting.
Two sharks are out. Paul and Cindy have 2 offers. One from Kevin, who is offering $150,000 for a 10% stake, plus a sliding 5% to 1% royalty based on sales. Robert is offering $150,000 for a 30% stake, but Lori may also want a bite.
Well, I'll make it even more interesting.
Great. We'd love to hear it.
I'm going to offer you the $150K for 20%. And I'm already in Disney. I also have a relationship with Walmart.
I think we can all get you into Disney. I believe in the product.
Robert's at 30% equity. Lori's at 20. You basically told me you're not going to look at my offer with a royalty, correct?
That's fair.
All right, so I'll give you the $150,000. I'm going to set a ratchet. I'm going to go at 20%, but you can buy me all the way back down to 12.5 if you pay me back my $150 in 18 months.
What if they don't?
I stay at 20%.
It's like a roulette wheel.
I would give you a similar deal,
Okay.
$150,000 for 15%, but you have to pay me back the $150K within the first 15 months.
I just saved you $265,000. That's what happened there.
Thank you, Mr. Moore.
I don't need the money back. I'll give you the $150,000 for 15%. Exactly what you asked for. What I can do for you is take you to retail and help you go through Disney. You don't have to pay me back in 15 months. I'm not a loan tank kind of guy.
With
I
Lori,
think there's lots of talk.
Wait. Let me put some more pressure on everybody.
Stop.
Let me put some more pressure on, because I saved you a ton of money
one last
already.
thing. People
Paul,
can throw money
exactly
at you all
what
day
you're
long.
looking for today.
But if they don't know what to do with it, then it's really not very valuable.
Well, Robert, can I ask you, Lori gave some examples of already being in Disney and having a relationship with Walmart.
On Disney, let me, not to jump into Robert.
yeah, but you're not even on this.
I'm just going to educate them. People from Disney come in and they say, all the products that you guys invest in Shark Tank, we'd love to find a way to get them in Disney.
All of them.
And they just got to go through a process.
One
Because
that's in Disney now,
because different
and Shark
products have
Tank's been
different
on for so many years.
Because different products have different
No,
test
it's
terms.
because you
We've
have
got products
to know
there.
how to
Come
operate.
on.
And I knew how to make it happen because I've been in retail for 17 years. I'm the one here.
Before we go on with half an hour of this, I'm just going to put a little more pressure on it all, just because I'm having fun. I'm going to reduce my equity. In other words, if you do pay me back in the 18 months that I suggested, I'll drop it down to 10%. So I'm going to be 20 down to 10. I'm the lowest of them all now.
I would like you to tell me whether or not you're going to take my offer now.
You won't allow us to step out in the hallway for just a moment.
The problem is sometimes when you walk out, things change in here, right?
You never know. They're choppy waters.
Would any of you be willing to team up?
Yeah, I'll go in with Kevin's deal. I think there is a value in having more sharks. $150,000 for...
It's 20%, but if they pay it back in 18 months, it drops to 10. Those are your options. What are you going to do?
Robert, Mr. Wonderful.
I think we got a deal.
We have a deal.
All right.
Good job. Congrats, guys. It's awesome.
Actually, the best financial deal.
It's a great product.
Thank you all so much.
Good luck.
Thank you. We really wanted Robert. We were so excited when he loved the design. It was fantastic. And to get Mr. Wonderful in there as well, helping us grow the business, could not have asked for more.
I think we just stick with this design. I think every kid should see this in the morning.
They're going to have nightmares every night about it.
Last season, Mark Newberger and Jeffrey Simon made a deal with Lori Grenier for their car safety product, Drop Stop.
Drop Stop reduces driver distraction by keeping your eyes on the road, not in your gap. The built-in slot is designed to fit easily around the seatbelt catch like so. You won't even know it's there until it stops the drop. We can make a lot of money together, but we can also save a lot of lives together.
Let's see how Mark and Jeffrey are doing now.
Since appearing on Shark Tank, we've sold hundreds of thousands of drop stops. And that's not just sales for us. That is lots of jobs created.
In a short 5 months since we aired, we have grossed over $5 million in sales. In the